Hey everyone, this is Heidi from the blog Hands Occupied with another crochet tutorial for you. So in this video, I'm going to go over how to work one of the motifs found in this gorgeous, gorgeous scarf from I Like Crochet magazine. We're going to go over how to work from the inside out and tips as we go for keeping track of your stitches as the granny hexagon expands. So to work this super cute hexagonal granny pattern, what we're going to do is start with a chain 4 and slip stitch to form those 4 chains into a ring. Now to start round 1, we're going to chain 6. Like so. And then what we're going to do is double crochet into the ring and around our tail, wrapping it in as we go. So we're going to double crochet and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to repeat double crocheting and chain 3 until there are 6 separate corners for us to work in on the next round. So there's double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, that'll be 5. So we'll do one last double crochet, chain 3, and we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain here to finish this round. And then I'll show you a top-down look at what this should look like. So since we're going for a hexagonal or a 6-sided shape, we're going to want this to look like this, kind of like a little like pasta wheel, like a wagon wheel with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces in it. And so those 6 spaces, as we work in it, will grow our hexagonal granny piece here into the larger, really cute motif you see here. So that's round 1. Now round 2, we're going to start with a chain 5. And this counts as a double crochet and chain 2, by the way. And now working in this same spot as where we joined our last round, we're going to double crochet 2 times into that last spot. So there's 1, being careful not to split our yarn as we come back through. There's 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. And now we're going to start working the repeat that will continue around the hexagon. So we'll chain 1, and then in the next double crochet spot right here, we're going to do the following. We'll do 2 double crochets, in that same opening, chain 2, and 2 double crochets again. Like this. And now we'll repeat that all the way around, and I'll show you which stitch to slip into to finish round 2. So again, it's chain 1, and then double crochet 2 times into the top of the next double crochet peg. Chain 2, and do 2 more double crochets into that same space. Like that. And we'll repeat that until we have our 6 sides again. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1. That's 1, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2, 2 more double crochets in that same spot, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and now we're back at the beginning of round 2. And what we're going to need to do is chain 1, and then we're going to double crochet into the base of the beginning of this round. And then we will slip into the 3rd chain here to finish round 2. So what we can see here at the end of round 2 is that we have these clusters of 4 double crochet stitches with 2 in between all the way around. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. It's always good when working a larger repeating granny pattern like a hexagon to count to make sure at the end of every round you're still on track for the right stitch count. So for round 3, we're going to start with a slip stitch in the next chain 2 space, just to move our loop that we're working in over to the center of the beginning of the round. Now we'll chain 6 stitches, which will count as a double crochet stitch and a chain 3 to get our round going. And then in this same chain 2 space, we're going to double crochet 3 times. So there's 1, 2, 3 in that same opening right in the middle of the beginning of the round. Then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets, 3 chains, and 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. So remember that we only chained 1 here between these 2 sets of double crochets, so we're going to be aiming for working in this corner. All right, so we did chain 2, and now 3 double crochets, and a chain 3, and 3 more double crochets in that same space. And now, voila, we have our little corner set here. And just like before, we're going to be repeating that all the way around to form the hexagon before slipping to join the end of the round. So once again, chain 2. After we chain 2, we're going to find our next chain 2 space, and that's where we'll work the 3, 3, 3, the 3 double crochets, the 3 chains, and the 3 double crochets. So by now you're probably pretty easily sensing the pattern of how this granny hexagon increases in size and how to place stitches as we go to form this motif. I find this really relaxing because it's easy to memorize. So once you get your brain wrapped around the concept, it's really easy to just meditatively keep making these hexagons that you can later join into a beautiful scarf like the one in front of me. You could also do, using a bigger yarn like I did here, you could make larger hexagons and make this into an afghan or a lap afghan if you would rather work with a slightly larger yarn to mix things up. So again, I'm chaining 2 before working the 3 double crochet, 3 chain, 3 double crochet in the next corner. 3, chain 2, and we've got our 3, 3, 3 in the corner. There's our 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the same 2 chain space, and then chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, and now we're back almost to the end, and you'll see before we had this chain that counted as 1 double crochet and these 3. So what we're going to do is chain 2, double crochet 2 into the base of the beginning of the round. So there is 1, 2, and just like before, we will slip stitch into the 3rd chain to finish round 3 evenly. So just like before, we're taking a quick look at our work at the end of the round to see that we're still getting the 6-sided shape we're going for. So now we just have one last round, round 4, which begins like before by slip stitching into the big nearest chain space. So we slip stitched into the 3 chain space, getting our working loop to the beginning of the round. Now we're going to chain 5, which will count as a double crochet and a chain 2. And now in this same space, we're going to double crochet 4 times. So it's round 4. We're going to do sets of 4 double crochets. That's one thing I really like about the motif this designer used, was that it's really easy to like conceptually understand the increase in the stitch count each round. I just think it's fun when designers are really clever, but simple and elegant in their approach to putting designs together like this. So kudos to you, designer. I like your style. All right, so that's our 4 double crochet stitches. And now in the next 2 chain space, so the one in between on our flat side here, what we're going to do next without any chains in between, we're going to be double crocheting 3 times. In that 2 chain space. And now when we get to the corner, we're going to do 4 double crochets, 2 chains, and 4 double crochets without a chain in between this side piece. So we've got 1, 2, 3, whoops, 3 and 4 double crochets. Got a chain 2, do another 4 double crochets in that same corner, three and 4. All right. And now we're ready to continue on working 3 double crochet stitches in this middle set of chains, and then doing a 4 double crochet, 2 chain, 4 double crochet in the pointy corner. So we'll continue that all the way around till we get back to our original side where, spoiler alert, we're going to slip to finish the round and the whole hexagon. One, two, three. Now we'll do 4 double crochet in the corner, chain 2, 4 double crochet in that same corner, and now we're at the side, so we're going to do 3 double crochets, before we go to the corner where we do 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet in the same space, three double crochet in the side chain space, and in our last corner we'll do 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet in that same last corner, and now we're in a side space where we'll double crochet 3 times, and now we're back to the beginning where we have our original chain, which counts as one of the 4 double crochets that this corner needs. So what we're going to do is in that beginning space double crochet 3 times, there is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then just like before we will finish with an easy slip and take a look at our hexagon to make sure it is looking like it should, which it is. So I hope these tips and tricks are helpful for you in crocheting your own beautiful hexagonal granny squares. If you have any questions for us, leave a comment or reach out, and don't forget to tune in again for more crochet tutorials.